The views expressed are solely those of the speaker and not necessarily those of Paltalk.com, AVM software, or its advertisers.
News Talk is on. News Talk Online is a production of Paltalk.com, the largest multimedia interactive program on the internet, with more than 4 million unique users on demand on iTunes and on YouTube, and at my blog, GaryBaumgarten.com, which I urge you to read and participate in with your comments. And thanks to our friends at CRN Digital Talk Radio. We are distributed to cable systems serving an additional 12 million households. I'm your host, Gary Baumgarten. We're here watching the Super Tuesday results, and Alan Josie, our political correspondent. I am watching CNN in the background here over my shoulder, and CNN, boom, as soon as the polls close, projected Barack Obama, the winner in Vermont, and of course John McCain, the winner in Vermont. This is one of the smaller of the 4 states, not so much a key state, but still an indication that he is steamrolling along. I believe this is 12 primaries or caucuses in a row that Barack Obama has won.
That's correct, Gary. And I'm looking at MSNBC. They're also calling, NBC also calls Obama the projected winner, and it was expected. The demographic there is certainly favors Obama. It's more upscale, and this happens to be a more liberal state. And Mystic is asking me in the room about Rhode Island. Rhode Island's not going to close for another hour, I believe, hour and a half. So nothing in at that point. We still have 3 more to go. But Vermont is now the projected, it has been projected for Obama. Not sure what the delegate count is yet. We won't know that till the precincts are tallied. Excuse me, folks.
We probably won't know the delegate count until tomorrow. However, it's clear that at this point Hillary Clinton has got to show well in both Ohio and Texas, the 2 delegate-rich states. The polls in Ohio close in about 28 minutes, and Rhode Island and Texas, the polls close at 9 o'clock New York time. The Texas primary is a very interesting one because people actually have an opportunity to vote twice legally.
That's correct. Texas is very unusual for more than one reason in that it has a caucus and a primary. And the apportionment of that is that 1/3 of the delegates are selected by the caucus and 2/3 are selected by the primary. So again, it's going to be one of those states we're not going to know until the smoke clears who picked up the delegates.
You're watching continuing coverage of the road to the White House on News Talk Online on Paltalk.com. Please invite your friends in, and please get your hands up to participate in the conversation. I'm your host, Gary Baumgarten, along with Alan Josie, our political correspondent. And it's 4 states that are facing off today in mini Super Tuesday. They are Vermont, Rhode Island, Ohio, and Texas. Obviously, all eyes are on Ohio and Texas, which are the delegate-rich states. Now, neither of those 2 states, Alan Josie, are winner-take-all states. So is it imperative that Hillary Clinton win both states, as her husband had suggested, in order for her to maintain her candidacy after tonight?
Well, certainly the incentive is there for Clinton, if she wins one or both of them, to go on, obviously. But if she loses both of them, it's going to be a difficult case for her to make. The interesting thing is that in Texas, she could actually win the popular vote and yet get slaughtered in the delegate count because the way the precincts are apportioned. And the apportionment that is in Texas heavily favors Obama. So the the results of a popular vote could be skewed by the actual delegate count. And in the end of the day, it's not the popular vote, it's the delegates that count.
For those of you who are just joining us, this is continuing coverage of Mini Super Tuesday as we watch the votes come in Vermont, Rhode Island, Ohio, and in Texas. We're primarily interested, of course, in the Democratic primary, where there is still a race, albeit a very tenuous one for Hillary Clinton. And already Vermont reporting 5 minutes ago, according to the exit polling, CNN and MSNBC both giving Vermont, as expected, to Barack Obama. Of course, the next big test will be in about 25 minutes, 24 minutes, when we hear from Ohio, when the polls close in Ohio, one of the two delegate-rich states. Joining me today on our continuing coverage until about 10 o'clock New York time is our political correspondent, Alan Josie. Please raise your hand to participate in voice on the conversation. Jens is joining us from Denmark. Jens, welcome to News Talk Online on Paltalk.com.
Thank you, Gary. And again, my name is Jens, not Jens. Anyway,
I said Jens. I said Jens.
I know that. I just want to say that for European point of view of the election in USA is that whoever comes to power is better than Bush. Actually, that's the street views in our areas, actually, because Bush for us is like a fanatic person, has controlled a big country and a very democratic society, because in Denmark we had Bush come visit us for his birthday, and we had Clinton visit us. Our queen said her opinion on Bush, which she said, I will not invite him again. That's actually what she said, because Clinton, when we had them here in our country, he wake up in the middle of the night. He went to the kitchen himself. He made his own sandwich, and he come to the living room where the queen is sitting, and he sat with them. But Bush, he had his plates and his team getting his food with. What?
Keep talking. There was a little crosstalk that came in. You know, I'll tell you what, though, Jens, I never known Bill Clinton to pass a refrigerator.
Well, I mean, this is for sure. I can give you a link.